Welcome back, Thomas. Tommy Trials, the huge. Certainly not the second time I'm recording this. So we've got the... I'm lying through my teeth. We've got the Fists of Fordo. And then cameos from Hansi and Kick, who we had in our last mission. But this time, they're sporting different armor in an effort for us to show off more than one thing at once. So we're throwing off words. So I've recorded a good portion of this week's videos in one day, which means that my inability to speak is going to be intermingled through the entire week. It's just awesome. Anyway, we've got Hansi, Axe, Fordo, Wrathor, Ridley, and Kick. I'm not bothering assigning them abilities. I probably should, but I'm not. I did go to the bother of upping their stats, so they now all have really high stats. The thing to note is this mission's not going to be very hard, because I've got everyone's stats up through the roof, so aiming shouldn't be a problem. And it's not like we've got a whole lot to worry about where health is concerned. No, we're not going to waste time promoting people. But the Fists of Fordo, I think, are some extension of the 65th Coruscant Guard. So we already seen Wrathor and Ridley when I did the 65th, but Axe and Fordo were not in the game at that point. So we get to see them in all their glory. Fordo's got a custom piece with that extended mark that's colored, which is exciting. And then we've got the 332nd? Yeah. There's a little bit of variety, though. There's two variations of the arm piece, depending on what you want to do. And there's some variety in the torso as well, I think. Yeah. It's a pretty big variety. And variety is always nice. And there's variety in the legs too. As far as the 104th, and I might do a 104th individually, because there's the officer, the heavy, and just the left arm, which is all inspired by the designs in the new Star Wars Battlefront 2, which is really nice, especially when you're going for variety. Like, if you want to do a playthrough with a particular battalion or legion, now you can. Now, of course, the most customization right now that you can get is going to be in the 501st, because you got the heavy, the officer, the specialist, and just the standard, with all that variety that you can play around with, and then all of the other named guys in the 501st and all of the bark troopers that are there. I did find out today, I found out a few interesting tidbits that I'm not going to share with you because they're secrets. They're secrets that even the secrets don't know how secret they secretly are. Secrets. But in all seriousness, there's an update coming to Star Wars Battlefront 2 on the 26th of this month, and I'm recording this on the 23rd. I don't have any notion of an idea of when I'm going to plop this video in between everything else I've got planned for the week. But the update might have already posted at this point. But on the 26th, DICE is adding ARF troopers to Battlefront 2, and they're adding the Kashyyyk troopers specifically. So the clones that looked like scout troopers, they're adding those to Battlefront 2. So the cool thing is that quality of model can be used, and then he's going to apply his textures and all that fun stuff, rigging and the works. So the cool thing is that quality of model will be used, which consequently means that probably the ARF helmets that we've got now will be replaced. Which, I mean, you know, they're not low-quality ARF helmets by any stretch, but I mean, there is a mild noticeable difference in the quality of the model as compared to some of the other models that are being used. So it'll be a nice little thing there. Excuse me. And then as well, he's doing the Scout Troopers, which I didn't think... Originally, I didn't realize all this stuff was going to be in the 1.0 release. But I mean, props to him for doing a 1.0 release as compared to like doing a 0.5 and stuff like that, which just means tons of customization. Because I recorded a video that will never post, I don't know if I've mentioned this before or not. He's mentioned it on the Discord, but I want to mention it to you guys, and then we will get... Actually, we can just start it. I would ask you to guess in the comments, but if you're on the Discord server, you'd have an unfair advantage to doing any kind of a guessing game.
We're in the pipe. 5x5.
There are 512 unique customization options currently in the game. If all that he does is adds 2 helmets, which isn't going to be the case because it's going to add the whole Scout Trooper armor set, I assume, and if the ARF Troopers have a custom armor set, he'll probably do that too. But right now there's 512 different options to choose from, which is insane.
Picked up heavy comms traffic from alien forces moving to attack a resistance outpost in this region, and we're the only ones with any chance of stopping them. We're heading in to lock down the area. Neutralize all hostile contacts with extreme prejudice.
One thing I thoroughly enjoy is the J-Guys on the arms of the Fists of Fordo squad. So obviously Fordo's got the J-Guys, or however they're pronounced, but I say Jeg for what that's worth. He's got the J-Guys on his helmet, which is indicative of, you know, being really courageous and doing really, really good things. And the other soldiers apparently, you know, haven't done anything to earn the J-Guys on their helmet, but because they're all part of the Fists of Fordo, they've got that emblem on their arms, which is really cool. And you could even use those arms in some capacity to have some sort of elite group with Rex if you want to create your own storyline or something like that. That would be pretty cool. This is the first retaliation mission of the game. There's probably like 6 enemies that we've got to pick from. That's a thumbnail. That's definitively the thumbnail right there.
Advent came in hot, and so did we. You won't have a concealed position for deployment on this one.
We're using Tier 3 weapons, Tier 3 armor,
Let's move fast. Like we drilled, go!
and
Baseball, move fast! Move forward! Troopers, move
Brigadiers, although I didn't bother giving everyone abilities. Not that it matters greatly. It's still weird. Unfortunately, you can never quite figure that out. What the... Loud noise outside. Immune to melee, regenerates lost health.
And I will end this quickly.
But the arms don't color.
We just picked up the chosen
In the
assassin's
intro cinematics.
energy signature. She's moving on the squad's position, Commander.
Really?
There is nowhere to run.
Let's go!
I had
Fast and hard.
initially intended to
Let's have some
use
Move, move!
idle suppression. Decided against it, but
It would seem
That was my
Advent has
initial
begun deploying
idea.
their so-called priests into combat.
the
Their
bloom on that
implants
lightsaber
provide
is intense.
significant enhancements to whatever latent psionic energy they may have once possessed.
Not that I'm not okay with that. You're not in cover. Oh, who cares? Bye-bye.
Move it! Move it! Secure the zone! Take aim! Hold positions here!
Do I not have the RPG mod on? Oh no, I know I do.
Moving out!
We just don't have the fire everything option. Weird.
Fast and hard!
Not that I ever really
Move forward!
utilized that option anyway.
Baseball,
But
move fast! Like we drilled, go! Troopers, move it!
Nice there, buddy. I really like how Fordo has the Republic insignia on his left shoulder. I don't know if he had that in the cartoon or not, but... What do we got over here? First off, let's
Let's move fast.
rescue this civvy.
Move, move.
And rescue that civvy. Oh, after running through said civvy. Not that we necessarily have to, you know, succeed in the mission, but
Move, move.
I'm not gonna complain if we do succeed, you know.
Move it.
Huh?
The
Ah,
elders
yes, I see.
propose an exchange. Your lives, your resistance must end. And in return, this world is mine.
Die, assassin!
I will require you to return captivity.
Ooh.
Consider yourself lucky. You won't suffer long by my hand.
We've spotted the Chosen. Get ready to fight.
I won't be slowed by your feeble attacks.
Take him out. Defensive position.
Destroy them quickly.
Where are you going, assassin?
The elders sent more to serve me.
That poor Mandalorian.
I'm on it.
The winds are my province.
Bye.
This world holds a great deal of promise. One must simply look past their current inhabitants.
Ooh. How rude.
Troopers, move it.
Let's go ahead and utilize a thermal detonator. I mean, it's just a frag grenade. I mean, there's no thermal detonator mod in the game, in case you got excited there for a sec. I'm just using a grenade and imagining it's a thermal detonator. I'd say the poor fella's out of cover.
A cowardly strike.
A cowardly strike.
On the move.
You have grenades, and I've seen you use them before, you witch. Aha!
Faithful, move fast.
So I talked about this
Lightning and
Get out
trouble.
here.
in the last video, but of course we got the new particle effects. Shoot at every enemy in a cone-shaped area. Die.
Taking long here.
They exist to serve the elders.
That wasn't the weapons, that was the
and die on the
ability to
field
kill
of
them all.
battle.
Where did he go? He got shot at from this direction, got hit, and then fell back. That was funny.
Tell my kids
Done and dusted. Alright.
Get ready for attack. Setting up a shot.
Shouldn't be much of a problem to take this little weasel down.
Rumors about some kind of shapeshifters.
I keep forgetting to ask him if he plans to utilize his Musashi's new
If only we had
primary,
some
secondary
means of-
animation for people who have
Don't even think
pistols,
about it.
as compared to just running around and pulling the pistol up and putting the pistol back
Civilians
away.
Left and right, Commander. We need to get these people out of here.
Wow. My blade.
Hey, anyone want to, you know, utilize
You will not
Overwatch?
suffer long.
I mean, at least you fired your darn fangled weapon. Come on, whichever one you are, Ridley or... Did 9. I don't know if he worked on making those brighter, or if they just look brighter in the context of being in a night battle.
Your lambs to the slaughter.
Oh. I feel like they're brighter. I don't know that, but I feel like they are. I missed. Darn it, that was a good picture, too.
Of those born by the elders' hands, not all are created equal.
Yeah.
Move it. Move it. Secure the zone.
Get that good stuff. Before I play through that I'm not counting. Once this mod goes live, I will probably do a clone playthrough. I hadn't committed to that till now. And I still haven't committed to it, but it's probable. But if you want that to happen, we're gonna need submissions, because I'm not gonna make any.
Like we drilled, go! Fast and hard! Take aim!
The elders will hear no excuses except no failure. Do not disappoint.
Negative damage.
Nice shot. Kill. Wow. What a punch. Yeah.
Confirmed kill!
I was proud of myself. I recently found out what eat means. I figured out what eat means, whatever you want to say.
Though it pains me to flee from a worthy adversary.
Oh, look at that.
The elders will not
There's a
allow me to
poster of
die
Fordo.
in this world.
In a place being rescued by Fordo.
Excellent work, Commander.
Very nice.
We may not have put them down for good, but at the very least, we've held off the Chosen for another day.
Move forward!
Another day, another pew pew.
Move fast!
Alright.
Let's have some fun.
Is it just him? You fool.
What I could.
That was something!
Menace 1-5.
I quite enjoy
Status
playing the game
confirmed.
at easy
We're not
after using
picking up
cheats.
Any additional contacts. The AO is clear. Status confirmed.
It's the
Mission
best.
accomplished. Great job, Commander. We sent the Chosen back to their masters with a few scars to show for their effort. If they decide to face us again, we'll be ready.
One of my soldiers is battle crying and he doesn't need to. There we go. Very nice. For it again, a playthrough that doesn't matter, but see, still, it's still fun to do.
Advent peacekeepers responded to reports of an insurgent camp located in the Outer Territories. Despite a heroic battle, several dangerous insurgents managed to evade capture due to a treacherous ambush by XCOM.
Yes, we're evil. We all know it.
This just goes to show that the Chosen are vulnerable and we can take them down. We just have to figure out how to keep them down.
Alright, well, if you enjoyed the video, please plop a like on it. Oh, we've got... Randomize. 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 I like that a lot. Here's a cool picture. I like that one too because of what it represents, which is space. The Galactic Marines being in the game when this mod launches. So it's not like you have to wait on it. Once the mod launches, you got it. You can have all kinds of cool stuff to play with. Is there a second? Nope. Okay.
You and your crew have dealt another serious blow to the aliens' efforts today, Commander. Impressive work.
Let's do... I want intense. I'm feeling intense. Or even let's go.
The Advent propaganda machine is running full steam.
Mercy. I
We're
don't
picking
think
up their
anyone will
transmissions
ever
even way
truly
out in the
appreciate
middle
how
of
little
nowhere.
clipping's going on with this as compared to how much could be with less skilled people. I know that Dim and Poncho both worked on these guys and they look great. Anyway, I don't want hard luck. What are we talking about? Intense. There we go. I want that stance. So anyway, I really like looking at these guys, so we're going to do that while I talk. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing if you haven't already. Like the video. If you're going to dislike the video, letting me know why you're disliking it down in the comments helps improve the content and helps me know what people aren't enjoying so that we can analyze it and see what we can do about the criticisms, if there are any. And share it with your friends, of course. I mean, we definitely want to build up the hype for this mod. There's a ton of work's gone into it, and there's going to be a ton of options. You know what? Well, I'll look at that later. So, again, if you're excited about this mod, sharing it with your friends, sharing this video with your friends, and plopping a like on it and commenting so the YouTube's algorithm can get a hold of it and get it out there to other people's suggested videos. So the more comments that we put on videos, the more likes that we put onto videos, and then of course, you know, the more views, so views are always important as well, then the more popular it'll be in YouTube's algorithm, and the farther out it'll get it, which means even more hype for this awesome mod when it launches. This mod, a couple of questions that I've seen in the comments. I've seen stuff like, will it be available for vanilla? Nope, it's going to be War of the Chosen only, although Poncho is more than willing to let someone port it to vanilla as long as proper credit is given to both the original mod and then everyone else that has to be credited for all of this awesome work. The weapons, the Poncho's weapons specifically, the ones with the new particle effects that we're using, it's got new textures. We looked at them in pretty close detail, I think, in the last video when we were talking about the Galactic Marines. The weapons, these ones by Poncho, will not be tintable. That being said, they will, as last thing I was told, was they should not be conflicting, because he used different names for stuff. They shouldn't conflict at all with Dim's weapons. So if you want tinted along with non-tinted, then you can definitely do that. But Poncho's weapons will not be tintable, which I'm fine with, because I only ever used black weapons anyways, so whenever I would do a clone playthrough, whether it be for YouTube or for my own personal enjoyment, it was always annoying to go through every single soldier and change the gun color to black. You don't have to do that with these, so there's definitely some winning along with that as well. I think I've answered all the FAQs out there that I've noticed, other than when's it going to release. I don't have a release date because it's a mod, and mods are worked on in people's spare time for free. So I don't have a release date of any kind. I was just trying to decide what I want to say, and I don't think I want to say anything, because I don't think it would be fair, especially if I said something and it turned out not to be true, which is worse. So I think I'll leave it there, but you can always, of course, keep an eye out on the channel. I'm hoping to do a release trailer. Depending on how life goes, of course, that might not happen, but hopefully I'll get a release trailer out. Even if I don't get a release trailer, keep an eye out in the community tab of YouTube, because I do poll stuff, polls there sometimes. I do channel updates there sometimes. I also do them on Discord, and I typically, if I put a poll, I also let Discord know so that they can check it out as well. But I think I'm done rambling. Thank you for watching the video and showing your support by liking it and watching the silly thing. And until next time, guys, Jake Hardy.